Welcome to the second part of the vision, goals, productivity, and execution. So, this is now the second week that we are going to do this. And then the third week, I'm going to do productivity. And then the fourth week in January, I'm going to do the execution so that you can have this for the rest of the year. So, goals turning vision into clear, achievable outcomes. If the thing is, if you've got goals and it is like ridiculous goals, okay, and it's extreme high expectations of these goals, but your productivity is not really the same level, you're not going to achieve your goals. So we need to be realistic. We also need to create goals that's actually going to scare us a little bit. But if we don't combine that with good focus productivity, we're not going to achieve these goals. So this is why I'm doing all of this. Okay, so most digital marketers don't have a goal problem. They have a clarity and structure problem. You already know how to set goals. You've written numbers down before. You said things like, I want to grow my audience. I want more sales. I want more consistency. But vague goals create frustration. It creates self-doubt and it creates stop-start momentum. How many times have you started something and then you lose motivation or you lose productivity or you lose focus and then you don't go further with it? You stop. The real goal should remove confusion, not create pressure. Goals are not wishes, okay? Goals are decisions backed by structure. The difference between vision and goals is your vision answers, where am I going? Why does this matter? But your goals answer, what am I building next? What does progress actually look like? Vision equals direction. Goals equals milestones. Without goals, vision stays inspirational. Without vision, goals feel meaningless. Always remember this, the four-layer goal framework, okay? And now this is for digital marketers. So your outcome goal, the result. This is the end result, not the action. So here's bad examples. Post more, be consistent, show up daily. That's bad examples, okay? Good examples is going to be sell 30 units of my digital product, okay? Generate 50,000K in digital sales. Build a warm audience of 500 people who engage. Outcome goals are measurable. So this is why we say sell 30 units, because now we know for the next 60 or 90 days, your focus is 30 units that you're going to sell. So here comes the productivity in now. Now you need to work out your focus, work out your productivity so that you be able to sell 30 units for the next 60 or 90 days. Time period of when you want to actually sell these digital products. The same with generate 15K in digital sales. What time are you going to give yourself? All right. Now, offer goal. What creates the results? So now you're going to ask yourself, what am I selling? What am I focusing on? Most marketers fail here because they sell too many things, change too often too fast, change offers too fast, and they don't give one offer time to work. This is now, I'm jumping to the next thing. I'm jumping to this thing. I've been posting about this to grow my followers, but now my followers is not growing. So I'm going to jump now and I'm going to start selling so that I can see if I can grow my email. Give yourself time so that when you are growing an audience, when you are growing your email list, you've got people that's actually in there that is really interested. They are not just in there because they want to see something. They're in there so that they can actually grow with you, trust you, build a relationship with you, and then end on purchasing whatever you are offering. Okay? So here's an example. One core digital product, improved and marketed consistently for 60 days. That is the example. Focus creates momentum. So now your offer goal is, here's a good example. One core digital product, improved and marketed consistently for 60 days. if I want to achieve, let's say, 30 sales, or I want to achieve 15K over the next 16 days. This is what you need to focus on. Okay, so here's your content goal. What supports this offer? Now, the content goals should support sales, not drain you. So instead of posting every day, everywhere, try 3 to 4 aligned content pieces per week that speaks to the offer. And the other posts can be relatable posts, connection posts, follower growth posts, educational posts. That can be the rest of the posts. Content that educates, connects, and leads to offer. Okay? So I actually want to change this. I want to make this 2 aligned content pieces per day that is regarding the offer, your set goal offer. Okay, let me just put it here. If you can't hear me, I do apologize. It is like pouring outside. Okay, so this is what we're going to focus on. 2 aligned content pieces per day that is regarding the offer. That is your set goal offer. Okay, what you want to do to achieve that goal that you actually set out to do. Okay, and then the rest can just be content that educates lightly, okay, connects and leads to your offer, or leads to new followers. I'm going to say this. So we're going to change that like so. Okay. So here's your example for your content goal. It's going to be 2 valuable posts. Okay. 1 connection and story post and 1 offer-led post. Okay. You can jump these 2. You can jump around there because you need 3 pieces of content every single day. Simple, repeatable, sustainable. Okay. Process goal, what you control. This is the most important layer, okay? Because you can't control the algorithm. You can't control virality because you don't want to go viral in any case because it's going to bug up your algorithm. And you also cannot control other people. What you can control is time spent, actions taken, and systems followed. This is why productivity is extremely important when you set your goals. Be realistic to what type of productivity do you do on a week and what type of goal can you reach with your productivity. If you want to change your productivity, you want to make it more, then you can make your goal bigger. But you need to realize that your productivity does go with your goal. I spend 45 to 60 minutes 4 times a week creating and engaging. This is such a detailed goal, okay? The progress goal builds confidence because they're within your control, okay? So you can control spending 45 to 60 minutes 4 times a week creating and engaging. This is what you can control. So this is what you're going to do. Why most digital marketers quit on their goals? Now, I'm going to be honest. People quit because goals are unrealistic. They compare their timelines. They expect motivation to carry them and they attach self-worth to results. So my video only got 200 views. Oh man, I didn't get any comments. So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if the goal that I set to do value educational posts, I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe I must try something else. You're not giving yourself time. Okay? And don't compare yourself or the quality that you are doing to others, and you also don't compare your timeline. Your timeline is your timeline. Okay. Progress doesn't feel exciting at first. That doesn't mean it's not working. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Listen, if your growth is slow, okay, it can be a good thing because it means that if let's say your followers growth is slow, but you're getting a little bit of engagement. You're getting people that's viewing your content. This means that the type of people that's continually coming back to view your content is people that is eventually going to turn into someone that's really interested, and they're going to turn into a follower, and then they're going to turn into a fan. And when they turn into a fan, they normally turn into a paying customer. But you need to go through that stages because otherwise you're going to get a crap load of people that is following you, but they don't give a crap about what you're doing within your business. So this is something that you really need to have a look at. Okay. I also have training that actually speaks to people about growth and audience and how you're going to build your first audience, because you need to build your first audience, and that growth actually takes longer. Okay. And this is actually in the content accelerator, how to get to your perfect audience. That training, you can actually go and have a look there. But have a look in there, and so that you can actually see what I mean with creating and gaining your first audience. Okay. So how to set your goals that don't burn you out. You need to ask yourself, does this goal fit my life right now? Number one. Mean productivity, guys. Productivity. If you cannot give yourself 2 hours every day to work on your business, you need to understand that your goals is going to be smaller. So then, because you can only give an hour, you can only give an half an hour. So you need to fit in your goals with being realistic about your productivity as well. Okay. And be honest with yourself. If you know that you need to up your productivity so that you can actually achieve success in your goals and your business, then up your productivity and stick to it for the next 90 days. Stick to it, non negotiable. Then you need to ask yourself, can I maintain this pace for the next 90 days? Is this aligned with my vision? That is also important because your vision is going to give you clarity so that you can actually achieve your goals. If the answer is no, you need to adjust. Scaling happens through alignment, not pressure. All right. Now, integration plus transition. Goals are not meant to stress you. Okay. They're meant to anchor you. So next we'll talk about the productivity because goals without systems still lead to overwhelm. So this is what I want to tell you now. We're going to do productivity after here because I want to show you that you need to either up your productivity if you want to make it able to achieve bigger goals. All right. Because productivity is going to lead to your success in your goals. And then your goals is going to lead to the execution of your vision, your goals, and your productivity. This is what you need to bear in mind. Even if you are, even if you're handling this business as a side hustle, because you're working a 9 to 5. You need to go and sit down and figure out, can I fit these goals, these productivity into my day without me losing more time or without me quitting halfway through. All right. We are going to do like a 30-day, like a little bit of a boot camp of a workshop for the next 30 days, but that will only start next month. So this is now your preparation work so that you can actually get to the level of your productivity that you need for success within your business. Okay, guys. So I'm going to see you next week where we're going to do productivity. The worksheets, guys, is for your own personal use. Please remember just to make a copy of it. You can actually just do that on your own. You don't have to post it in a community. But if you've got questions, you can actually share a little bit of that worksheet inside of the community and ask your questions. If you do not understand, then just tag a little bit of the information from the worksheet, post it into the community, and I will explain it to you. All right. But the worksheet is there for your own personal use. I will do a weekly assignment that you guys can do within the community regarding these training modules that will be in the pinned post, the 3 pinned posts. All right. So have a good day, guys.